Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Remember to click like, share, and subscribe. Once again, thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Remember to click like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.
What summer without a trip to the beach? Elevate the journey with style from behind the wheel of your ultimate BMW at the Summer on Sales event. Experience an inspired performance and class-defining style in the 4 Series Grand Coupe, or make the most of the versatile BMW X5. With everything you need to make the trip to the beach one to remember. Just be sure to arrive before all the beach chairs are gone. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Get a credit of up to $2,000 on select models now through September 4th.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hello everybody, I'm Ed Robinson, and welcome to another exciting edition of Extra Base Hit. This is the program that gets you caught up on anything and everything happening around the world of Major League Baseball. Coming up on this edition of the program, we'll give you a look at the current league leaders and standings in the world of Major League Baseball, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be a fun show. I want to start off with my top 3 storylines. I want to start off talking about Fernando Valenzuela. For my listeners out there that were not born or don't know about the magic of Fernando, I got to tell you, Fernando Mania was something amazing during its time in Los Angeles with the Los Angeles Dodgers. He took not only the world by storm, but specifically Los Angeles and Los Angeles Latino community. Fernando Mania was something that was amazing, from his pitches to the sellouts that they had at Dodger Stadium. It was truly phenomenal. During that year, his rookie year of 1981, Fernando would go on to win the Rookie of the Year honors as well as the Cy Young Award winner. So he won the Rookie of the Year award and the Cy Young Award in the same season. He was also the first rookie to lead the National League in strikeouts. And by the way, the Dodgers would go on to win the World Series in that same season. So you had Fernando Mania, and also his nickname was El Toro, which in English means the bull. And certainly the man was a workhorse, one of the league's best pitchers. And during his time with the Los Angeles Dodgers, he had a phenomenal career. He also played for the California Angels, which now play in Anaheim as the Los Angeles Angels. Also a short stint with the Baltimore Orioles, Philadelphia Phillies, the San Diego Padres, and ending his career with the St. Louis Cardinals. But Fernando had an amazing career. Most of his glory years were with the Los Angeles Dodgers. During his time with the Dodgers, 6-time All-Star, a World Series champion, National League Cy Young Award winner, also National League Rookie of the Year, not to mention a Gold Glove Award winner, a 2-time Silver Slugger Award winner. Also, he led the National League in wins in 1986 and also led the major leagues in strikeouts in 1981. So Fernando is also a member of the Mexican Professional Baseball Hall of Fame. Well, recently Fernando set another milestone. They had a special honor for Fernando. Matter of fact, he had his number 34 retired by the Los Angeles Dodgers just several weeks ago. So Fernando, again, for all of his achievements and what he did to restore Latino pride, specifically the Mexican pride in the Los Angeles community, getting a lot of the Latino community engaged in Dodgers games and getting them to come to Dodger Stadium. Fernando, for what he's done and what he's continued to do for Mexican Americans as well as baseball fans in Mexico and just the Latin community as a whole, Fernando had his jersey number retired by the Dodgers, number 34. Never, ever again will anybody wear the number 34 as a member of the Los Angeles Dodgers, and well-deserved, high honor. Again, someone that took one of the pioneering people that took the city of Los Angeles by storm when he arrived in the city, and certainly what he did for the Dodgers and just keeping that franchise relevant, one of the premier players in that franchise. So, again, kudos to Fernando Valenzuela, a.k.a. El Toro, for having his jersey number retired by the Los Angeles Dodgers. No one will ever wear number 34 again in that organization. My next storyline is going to be FelixHernandez, a.k.a. King Felix. So when you think about the Seattle Mariners, post-Ken Griffey Jr., post-Jay Buhner, post-Randy Johnson, post-Edgar Martinez and Alex Rodriguez, and also post-Omar Vizquel, you have to think about FelixHernandez, a.k.a. King Felix. You talk about a guy that could throw a fastball, a sinker, and a slider unlike any other. Well, hey, his changeup was a fool. And Felix, a.k.a. King Felix, guess what? He reached another milestone. He was inducted into the Seattle Mariners Hall of Fame during this month. So when you think about FelixHernandez, right, 6-time All-Star, a winner of the American League Cy Young Award, also a Major League Baseball wins leader. Also, he led the American League in ERA twice in his career, and now he is a proud member of the Seattle Mariners Hall of Fame. So the names that I mentioned earlier, such as Ken Griffey Jr., Randy Johnson, Alex Rodriguez. Oh, and don't forget about Ichiro Suzuki. When you think about the Seattle Mariners, you also have to mention Ichiro Suzuki. Also, you can add FelixHernandez, a.k.a. King Felix, to those fantastic players that have played for the Seattle Mariners. So FelixHernandez, the newest member of the Seattle Mariners Hall of Fame. And I got to tell you, if you did not have an opportunity to watch Felix pitch during his time with the Seattle Mariners, I encourage you to go on the internet and go watch him because, man, truly phenomenal. Truly a phenomenal player, phenomenal pitcher. I mean, the man had speed on the pitches, power on the pitches, and not to mention his control was nice as well, too. So, again, congratulations to FelixHernandez, a.k.a. King Felix, for being inducted into the Seattle Mariners Hall of Fame. And for my last storyline is going to be JoseBautista. Now, JoseBautista, during his time playing in Major League Baseball, was a journeyman playing for the Baltimore Orioles, the Tampa Bay Rays, the Kansas City Royals, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Atlanta Braves, the New York Mets, and the Philadelphia Phillies. But his greatest achievement, his glory years, were in Canada, playing for the Toronto Blue Jays. And for 9 seasons, he dazzled. During his time in Toronto, he was a 6-time All-Star, a 3-time Silver Slugger Award winner, 2-time Hank Aaron Award winner, also led the major leagues in home runs twice. Well, Jose added another major milestone to his career. He was inducted into the Toronto Blue Jays he was inducted into the Toronto Blue Jays level of excellence, which is the Blue Jays Hall of Fame. And certainly congratulations to Jose for being inducted into the Toronto Blue Jays level of excellence. And also, too, that same day, he retired. He signed a 1-day contract with the team and formally announced that he was going to retire as a Toronto Blue Jay. And rightfully so. Jose, as I stated earlier, had his greatest years with the Toronto Blue Jays. His prime was with the Blue Jays. And let's not forget, right, every time he hit a home run, he had his trademark bat flip, right? For those that watched the Blue Jays and followed JoseBautista during his time in the major leagues, you know, every time he hit a home run, he had that bat flip. And again, when I think about Blue Jays players during that the history of that organization, you think of players like Devon White, also Paul Molitor, Joe Carter, just to name a few, John Olerud, where you can also add JoseBautista to the list as well. And again, Bautista, again, congratulations to him for being inducted into the level of excellence by the Toronto Blue Jays. And I stand corrected, the level of excellence is located on the 500 level of Rogers Center, where the Blue Jays play their home games in downtown Toronto. And another person, a person that had some great seasons with the Blue Jays, with the likes of the George Bell, Carlos Delgado, rest in peace, Roy Halladay, and also the manager of the Blue Jays during the 2 World Series victories, Cito Gaston. So, again, congratulations to JoseBautista for being inducted into the Toronto Blue Jays level of excellence, and certainly a guy that represented that organization proud, and certainly someone that was an impact player, a pioneering player during his time with the Blue Jays. And again, big ups to Jose on that honor. All right, when we come back from the break, we'll give you the current league leaders in standings in Major League Baseball. Stay tuned for that. I'm Ed Robinson, and you're listening to Extra Base Hit.
Modern life is noisy. Noise is everywhere. Excessive noise is harmful, linked to sleep deprivation, hearing loss, and heart disease. Should noise be the price we pay for progress? Actually, no. Many noise sources have quieter options. Gas-powered landscaping equipment is obsolete, with battery-powered options greatly reducing noise and air pollution. Audible car alarms are obsolete, with vehicle immobilizers and GPS tracking providing silent anti-theft technologies. Quieter backup warning sounds are available, and adjustable directional sounds are less intrusive. So what can you do to reduce noise levels? Talk to store and building managers about safe sound levels. Work with elected officials and the police to strengthen noise enforcement. Join Noise Free America, a coalition to promote quiet.
What summer without a trip to the beach? Elevate the journey with style from behind the wheel of your ultimate BMW at the Summer on Sales event. Experience an inspired performance and class-defining style in the 4 Series Grand Coupe, or make the most of the versatile BMW X5. With everything you need to make the trip to the beach one to remember. Just be sure to arrive before all the beach chairs are gone. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Get a credit of up to $2,000 on select models now through September 4th.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
145 over 92.
180 over 111. 182 over 100. And I had a heart attack and a cardiac arrest. And then a stroke.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. You might not feel its symptoms, but the results from a heart attack or stroke are far from invisible or silent.
My memory is shot.
When I woke up, I couldn't speak.
I can't button up a shirt. I can't run.
I've had to learn to swallow again.
That's the only movement that I have. And I'm 33, so I never see this coming.
If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation.
Had I done this, had I done that,
hell, I messed up.
Get back on your plan, or talk with your doctor to create an exercise, diet, and medication plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
Head to toe, everything's changed. Head to toe.
What summer without a trip to the beach? Elevate the journey with style from behind the wheel of your ultimate BMW at the Summer on Sales event. Experience an inspired performance and class-defining style in the 4 Series Grand Coupe, or make the most of the versatile BMW X5. with everything you need to make the trip to the beach one to remember. Just be sure to arrive before all the beach chairs are gone. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Get a credit of up to $2,000 on select models now through September 4th.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Oops. Uh-oh. Sorry.
Get on top of it before they do. Every 24 minutes, tipped furniture or a falling TV sends an injured child to the emergency room. Preventing tip-over incidents is easy, inexpensive, and only takes 5 minutes. Learn how to secure your furniture and TVs to protect children at anchorit.gov.
What summer without a trip to the beach? Elevate the journey with style from behind the wheel of your ultimate BMW at the Summer on Sales event. Experience an inspired performance and class-defining style in the 4 Series Grand Coupe. Or make the most of the versatile BMW X5. With everything you need to make the trip to the beach one to remember. Just be sure to arrive before all the beach chairs are gone. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Get a credit of up to $2,000 on select models now through September 4th.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Let me give you a big Labor Day surprise. Most people think if we all exercise the same and eat the same, we'd all look the same. And let me tell you why that's wrong. Your body is unique and your metabolism is unique. I'm Lacey Green and I'm a super trainer at Body. That's BODI.com. And you can't see me, but I don't look like your average personal trainer. I'm curvy and I'm proud of it. So I created a program for beginners only on the Body app to show people like us how to get incredible results and be our version of happy and healthy. This isn't just workout videos. It's people like you and me. It's community. It's incredible trainers. It's easy to follow nutrition and mindset experts to help you reduce stress and just feel better. And you can get started with my new program called For Beginners Only. Now, here's the big surprise. If you go to body.com right now, that's BODI.com, not only can you get everything Body has to offer at 50% off with an annual membership, you'll also get an additional 20% off, but only during Labor Day weekend. Let's do this together. Go to body.com. That's body with an I.com.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the program. All right, now it's time to give you the current league leaders and the standings in the world of Major League Baseball. Let's start off in the American League in batting average. The current leader in batting average in the American League is Yandy Diaz from the Tampa Bay Rays. He's batting at .327. Coming in at number 2 is Bo Bichette from the Toronto Blue Jays. He's batting at .314. Coming in third is the Dynamo himself, Shohei Ohtani from the Los Angeles Angels. He's hitting .307. Coming in fourth place is Masataka Yoshida from the Boston Red Sox. He's hitting at .295. And coming in at in fifth place, Kyle Tucker from the Houston Astros. He's hitting at .294. Next category is going to be home runs. At number 1, no surprise, Shohei Ohtani from the Los Angeles Angels. He has hit 44 home runs. Coming in at number 2, Luis Robert Jr. from the Chicago White Sox. He has 34 home runs. Coming in at number 3 is Adolis Garcia from the Texas Rangers. He's hit 32 home runs. And then tied for fourth, Aaron Judge from the New York Yankees and Rafael Devers from the Boston Red Sox. They've both hit 29 home runs. Next category is going to be RBIs, runs batted in. Coming in at number 1, Kyle Tucker from the Houston Astros. He has 97 RBIs. At number 2, Adolis Garcia. He has 95 RBIs. At number 3, Shohei Ohtani. He has 94 RBIs. At number 4, Alex Bregman from the Houston Astros. He has 89 RBIs. And at number 5, Rafael Devers. He has 88 RBIs. Next category is going to be hits. What an amazing season that this gentleman has had representing the Seattle Mariners. Julio Rodriguez, he has 153 hits. Coming in at number 2, Bo Bichette. He has 152. Coming in at number 3, Marcus Semien from the Texas Rangers. He has 151. At number 4, Shohei Ohtani from the Los Angeles Angels. He has 149 hits. And at number 5, Bobby Witt Jr. from the Kansas City Royals. He has 147 hits. And the last category on the offensive side is stolen bases. At number 1, Esteury Ruiz from the Oakland A's. He has 51 stolen bases. At number 2, Bobby Witt Jr. with 38. At number 3, Julio Rodriguez with 35. At number 4, Wander Franco from the Tampa Bay Rays. He has 30 stolen bases. And at number 5, Willie Castro from the Minnesota Twins. He has 29. That takes care of your offensive categories. Now let's move over to pitching categories. Starting off in wins. Tied for first in wins, we have Kyle Gibson from the Baltimore Orioles and Zach Eflin from the Tampa Bay Rays. They both have 13 wins. And then a three-way tie for third place. Chris Bassett from the Toronto Blue Jays, Logan Gilbert from the Seattle Mariners, and Dean Kramer from the Baltimore Orioles. They all have 12 wins. Next category is ERA, earned run average. At number 1, Garrett Cole from the New York Yankees. He has an ERA of 2.95. Coming in at number 2, Luis Castillo from the Seattle Mariners. He has an ERA of 3.01. At number 3, Kyle Bradish from the Baltimore Orioles. He has an ERA of 3.03. At number 4, Sonny Gray from the Minnesota Twins. He has an ERA of 3.06. And at number 5, George Kirby from the Seattle Mariners. He has an ERA of 3.28. Next category is going to be saves. At number 1, Emmanuel Clase from the Cleveland Guardians. He has 35 saves. At number 2, FelixBautista from the Baltimore Orioles. He has 33 saves. At number 3, Jordan Romano from the Toronto Blue Jays. He has 31. At number 4, Kenley Jansen from the Boston Red Sox. He has 29 saves. And at number 5, Ryan Presley from the Houston Astros. He has 28. And the last category that we have is strikeouts. Coming in at number 1, Kevin Gausman from the Toronto Blue Jays. He has 202 strikeouts. At number 2, Pablo Lopez from the Minnesota Twins. He has 196. Tied for third, Garrett Cole from the New York Yankees and Luis Castillo from the Seattle Mariners. He has 181. And in fifth place, Dylan Cease from the Chicago White Sox. He has 169. And that takes care of the American League. And I got to tell you, The saves part on the pitching side of things, Emmanuel Clase has had a great year this season, but Jordan Romano in the Toronto Blue Jays, man, he's had a great one as well. So certainly the pitching side has been really good on the American League. Now let's transition over to the National League. If you thought the American League put up some numbers, man, the National League, they have been doing it all season long. Let's start off with batting average at number 1, representing the Miami Marlins. He's an MVP candidate for the National League this year. Luis Arraez from the Miami Marlins. He's hitting .350. At number 2, Freddie Freeman from the Los Angeles Dodgers. He's hitting .337. At number 3, Ronald Acuna Jr. from the Atlanta Braves. He's hitting .335. At number 4, Cody Bellinger from the Chicago Cubs. He's hitting .317. And at number 5, Mookie Betts from the Los Angeles Dodgers. He's hitting .314. Next category is home runs. At number 1, Matt Olson from the Atlanta Braves. He's hit 43 home runs. At number 2, Pete Alonso from the New York Mets. He's hit 39 home runs. At number 3, Kyle Schwarber from the Philadelphia Phillies. He's hit 37 home runs. At number 4, Mookie Betts from the Los Angeles Dodgers. He's hit 36 home runs. And at number 5, Jorge Soler from the Miami Marlins. He's hit 35. And the next category that we have is runs batted in, RBIs. Coming in at number 1, Matt Olson from the Atlanta Braves. He's hit 112. At number 2, Pete Alonso from the New York Mets. He's hit 96 RBIs. At number 3, Mookie Betts. He's hit 94 RBIs. At number 4, Ozzie Albies from the Atlanta Braves. He's hit 90 RBIs. And at number 5, Freddie Freeman. He's hit 87. Next category is hits. Coming in at number 1, hey, he's going to be a National League MVP candidate this year. Ronald Acuna Jr. from the Atlanta Braves. He has 177 hits. At number 2, you can add this gentleman to the list as well. Freddie Freeman from the Los Angeles Dodgers. He's had 176 hits. Coming in at number 3, Luis Arraez with 172. At number 4, Mookie Betts with 154. And at number 5, Lane Thomas from the Washington Nationals with 146. And our last offensive category is stolen bases. Coming in at number 1, Ronald Acuna Jr. He has 61 stolen bases. At number 2, Corbin Carroll from the Arizona Diamondbacks. He has 40. At number 3, C.J. Abrams from the Washington Nationals. He has 38 stolen bases. At number 4, Nico Herner from the Chicago Cubs with 34. And at number 5, Ha-Seong Kim from the San Diego Padres. He has 29 stolen bases. And that takes care of the offensive categories in the National League. Now let's move over to the pitching side of things. And certainly if you thought the American League was rolling with the pitchers, the National League, man, they've been something else indeed. Let's start off with wins. Tied for first place in the wins category, Spencer Strider. What an amazing year he's had. He's going to be a candidate for the National League Cy Young Award winner, I should say. Spencer Strider from the Atlanta Braves and also Justin Steele from the Chicago Cubs. They're both tied for first place with 15 wins. And then we have a three-way tie for third place. Zach Gallen from the Arizona Diamondbacks, Charlie Morton from the Atlanta Braves, and Taijuan Walker from the Philadelphia Phillies. They all have 14 wins. Next category is going to be ERA, earned run average. At number 1, we have Blake Snell from the San Diego Padres. His ERA is 2.60. At number 2, Justin Steele from the Chicago Cubs. He has an ERA of 2.69. At number 4, Kota Senga from the New York Mets. He has an ERA of 3.17. At number 4, Charlie Morton from the Atlanta Braves. He has an ERA of 3.29. And at number 5, Merrill Kelly from the Arizona Diamondbacks. He has an ERA of 3.31. Next category is going to be saves. At number 1, Camilo Doval from the San Francisco Giants. He has 35 saves. At number 2, Alexis Diaz from the Cincinnati Reds. He has 34 saves. At number 3, Devin Williams from the Milwaukee Brewers. He has 31. And then tied for fourth, we have Josh Hader from the San Diego Padres and David Bednar from the Pittsburgh Pirates. They both have 28 saves. And the last category that we have is strikeouts. Coming in at number 1 is Spencer Strider from the Atlanta Braves. He has 236 strikeouts. At number 2, Blake Snell from the San Diego Padres. He has 193. At number 3, Zach Gallen from the Arizona Diamondbacks with 182. At number 4, Mitch Pirates. He has 179. And at number 5 is Freddie Peralta from the Milwaukee Brewers. He has 177. And that takes care of your league leaders in both the American League and the National League. So American League handling their business, the National League handling its business as well, and certainly never a dull moment in the world of Major League Baseball. And certainly what a season that Luis Arias has put up for the Miami Marlins. He's bound to break at least one, maybe two, maybe several records certainly in terms of hits, maybe extra base hits, on base percentage, and things of that nature. Luis has maintained a comfortable lead in terms of being number 1 in batting average, and certainly something that's going to be definitely exciting and something we look forward to watching as the remainder of the season goes on, as we head into the playoffs and going into the wild card run. All right, let's get you now caught up on the standings in the major leagues. Let's start off in the American League. The Baltimore Orioles, they're currently the leaders in the moment in the American League East. They have a record of 83 wins and 49 losses. Next up is the Tampa Bay Rays. They have a record of 81 and 52. Next up, the Toronto Blue Jays. They have a record of 72 and 61. Followed by the Boston Red Sox. They have a record of 69 and 64. And the New York Yankees are currently last in the American League East with a record of 64 and 68. We move along now to the American League Central. The current leader, the Minnesota Twins. They have a record of 69 and 64. The Cleveland Guardians are next with a record of 64 and the Cleveland Guardians are next with a record of 63 and 70. Followed by the Detroit Tigers. They have a record of 59 and 73. The Chicago White Sox are next with a record of 52 and 81. And then in last place are the Kansas City Royals with a record of 41 and 93. And then let's move along now to the last division in the American League, which is the American League West. You talk about tight between these three teams, the Seattle Mariners, the Texas Rangers, and the Houston Astros. The Seattle Mariners currently have a lead in the American League West for the moment. They have a record of 75 and 57. The Texas Rangers also have the same record as well. And then not too far behind are the Houston Astros with a record of 76 and 58, followed by the Los Angeles Angels with a record of 63 and 70, and the Oakland Athletics are last with a record of 39 and 94. So that takes care of the American League standings. Now let's move over now to the National League. And again, you thought the American League was something else with their standings race? Man, the National League, they've got some competition of their own as well, and certainly not a dull moment. Let's start off with the National League East. The Atlanta Braves, they have a commanding lead with a record of 86 and 45, followed by the Philadelphia Phillies. They have a record of 74 and 58. Next up, we have the Miami Marlins with a record of 66 and 66, followed by the Washington Nationals with a record of 62 and 71, and then the New York Mets are last with a record of 60 and 73. We move along now to the National League Central with the Milwaukee Brewers. They have a record of 74 and 58. Next up, we have the Chicago Cubs with a record of 70 and 62. The Cincinnati Reds are next with a record of 68 and 66. The Pittsburgh Pirates are next with a record of 60 and 73. And the St. Louis Cardinals are last with a record of 57 and 76. And then the last division that we have is the National League West. And the Los Angeles Dodgers, full command of that lead so far in that division with a record of 82 and 49. And the San Francisco Giants are last with a record of 69 and 63. The Arizona Diamondbacks are not too far behind. They have a record of 69 and 64. Next up, we have the San Diego Padres with a record of 62 and 71. And then the Colorado Rockies are last with a record of 49 and 83. So that's where we currently stand right now in the standings. And I tell you one thing, the races are heating up. Seattle, Texas, and Houston in the American League West, that's going to be a dogfight. And then also, too, you also have in the American League Central with Minnesota, Cleveland. That's a dogfight as well. In the American League East with Baltimore and Tampa Bay. And then also teams looking for a wild card in the American League, such as Toronto, New York. Also, the Los Angeles Angels are in the mix as well. And in the National League, Atlanta full command in the National League East. Also, you've got the other teams trying to get supremacy as far as that wild card is concerned, where you have Milwaukee, Chicago, Cincinnati, also Philadelphia and Miami are in the mix as well. Los Angeles has a full command in the National League West right now. It could be Atlanta and LA could very well represent the National League East as those two teams that could get home field at least whenever they play their playoff games. But there's still a lot of games to be played. There's still a lot of a lot of baseball to be played yet. So it's going to get intense. It's going to get ferocious, and certainly around this time of the year, this is when baseball starts getting a lot of fun. Once we start getting into September and we start getting into prepping up for the playoffs, and before you know it, we're talking about the Fall Classic, man. This is always a fun time in baseball. A lot of memories made, a lot of moments to be shared. And again, I'll tell you one thing, never a dull moment. And that's going to do it for this edition of Extra Base Hit. I hope you had a lot of fun listening to the program. Until next time, everybody, I'm Matt Robinson saying so long, and you take care.
Let me give you a big Labor Day surprise. Most people think if we all exercise the same and eat the same, we'd all look the same. And let me tell you why that's wrong. Your body is unique and your metabolism is unique. I'm Lacey Green and I'm a super trainer at Body. That's BODI.com. And you can't see me, but I don't look like your average personal trainer. I'm curvy and I'm proud of it. So I created a program for beginners only on the Body app to show people like us how to get incredible results and be our version of happy and healthy. This isn't just workout videos. It's people like you and me. It's community. It's incredible trainers. It's easy to follow nutrition and mindset experts to help you reduce stress and just feel better. And you can get started with my new program called For Beginners Only. Now, here's the big surprise. If you go to body.com right now, that's BODI.com, not only can you get everything Body has to offer at 50% off with an annual membership, you'll also get an additional 20% off, but only during Labor Day weekend. Let's do this together. Go to body.com. That's body with an I.com.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Remember to click like, share, and subscribe. Once again, thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Remember to click like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.